Scrap World. This is Santexy, and today I'm gonna show you something new about an old thing, automatic farming. We can see so many contents on YouTube, how to make automatic farm, blah blah blah, and every single time the problems I have faced that you need a separate chest for the seeds, and then you have to switch the seeds from the collecting chest to the seed chest. Like, come on, it's not fully automatic. It still needs a human involvement, right? So I was like thinking, how can I overcome that? And then I found a way. Today my goal is to show you that, so I'm gonna be very quick. Okay, so I'll just first show you the building process, and then I'm gonna explain how it works. So let's start with the chest. Let's place it here. Let's place it like this, maybe. How about I place it? Yeah, this can work. So I'll just show you with the 4 chest, but it's a single chest system. Like, by single chest I mean every single chest gonna contain the seeds and the vegetables at the same time, but it will only shoot out the seed, not the vegetable. So first you wanna connect the chest like this, then you want to put the pipe, and then your vacuum pump. Let's do this way, and same here. I want one of the rows to like suck in, the other one to drop the seed, plant the seed. Okay, so far so good. And then, all right, so let's do this. I want to make a little cart, like something. Just want to make them fixed in place. Okay, I think it looks good. Okay, so far so good. Let's pick it on left. I really don't have to do this part, but whatever. So I want this to like roll on a path, so I'm gonna attach bearings to this. Bearing, 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 and I want to control them with the controller. So one set of bearing gonna go forward, the other set gonna go backward. So I have to add another set of bearings. There you go. There you go. Okay, so I have 2 sets of bearing. Then I'm gonna put the wheel. Okay, what next? I have to make 2 controller. All right. Okay, but before starting that, let's just make the logic get circuit, or maybe just connect it. Okay, let's just connect it first. The inner ones connect to the left controller. Okay, let's set it to go forward, right? It's going forward, it's going forward, it's going forward now, it's going backward, so let's just make it forward. Okay, left one, every bearing spins forward direction. Okay, let's connect the other one to the exterior bearing and make it spin backwards, backward, backward. Okay, so what I want to do is select the speed to 3, loop it, and 360. This one to 360, speed 3, loop. Okay, now let's make the switch thing. So I need logic gates. This one will be R, the other 2 will be NORs. So R, NOR, and NOR. Then I have to connect them like this, like a triangle. And now what it does is, okay, let's take a sensor. Do we have a sensor? Okay. Let's place a block like that and then add the sensor on top. Let's do the same on the opposite side, like this. The sensor. Now let's connect this sensor to the left one, this one, the OR gate, and the other sensor to this one, this NOR gate. Okay, so what it's gonna do is, if I activate this sensor, it's gonna work like a switch. It's gonna activate this part, like this gate. Remember it. If I go here, activate this sensor, it's gonna activate this one. So when this sensor hits a wall, it's gonna go the other way. So I have to make it spin that way, like forward. So I'm gonna connect this to this controller, and this top logic gate to this controller. Now I sort of have a system where, see, it moves forward when this sensor gets activated. Now if I go here, it'll go backward. So we have the basic idea how it works. And then now we want to control the pumps, the vacuum pumps, right? Let's make a path first. Okay. Let's just do something like this. Let's not make it too big for now. Okay. Then let's close it. You can make it as long as, not as long. You can make it up to 19 blocks. I'll explain later why. Okay, so I have to do this part too. Okay, so far so good, right? So it should just work how it's intended to. Oh, sorry, maybe I have to add another block here and also here. Okay, it works the way I want it to, but let's just make a system so that I can stop it. So this one connects here, right? We should disconnect this and add an AND gate. Okay, so it will only go forward when this button is activated. Okay, now let's go to the main part, like main part. Now focus. Okay, but I have to put soil. I almost forgot about that part. I need soil. Where is soil? Okay, let's search for soil. There you go. Let's place some soil blocks, maybe here. Let's place it so that it's straight to my vacuum pumps. And I also want to activate the vacuum pumps when they're at the center, aligned with the center of the soil. Okay, so let's just do it like this for now. I may have to like extend it later, further later. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to have some blocks straight like this, keeping 2 block offset. Okay, this one, all right. Okay, so these blocks are aligned with the center line of the soil, and now I need a sensor to detect these blocks, which will be aligned with this pump because it's shooting down. So which height is this? This height. Okay, let's set it like this. So what I want is, where's logic gate? Okay, so what I want is, it's gonna be an AND gate. So when I turn on this switch and it gets signal from this sensor, so when my switch is on and also it's getting signal from this sensor, it's gonna activate these pumps, right? It's gonna activate those pumps, and so now if you look, you'll see this will act when it, oh, I have to make it 3, I think 3 or 4. Okay, look, so whenever it's going on the center of this soil, it's activating. So if there's something inside the chest, it's going to shoot out exactly when I want it to. But now the main problem is what it's going to shoot, right? And I also want it to shoot when there's no plant. If there's plant, I don't want it to shoot, so I have to put 3 more sensors to avoid it. So let's add 3 more sensors. Just to be economic, I can just add 3 like this at once, and then make it 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's make them, how many blocks? 3 for each vacuum pumps, 3 blocks for each. So it's gonna be 13. Let's make it 13, and 13. Okay, so this 3 sensors gonna detect if there's any plants planted or not, right? Okay, and I want to connect them to the AND gate, of course. But before connecting, I have to make wait, it's not activated, but it's running. Okay, it's not. So let's take a NOR gate. So what NOR gate will do, if any of this is activated, it's gonna turn off. So I'm taking the 3 like signals from these 3 sensors, putting it into NOR gate, then the NOR gate connects to the AND gate. So the only time it's gonna shoot down when this sensor is activated. Okay, and I have turned on the switch like this, and when there's no plant, if there's a plant, it's gonna, the sensor gonna pick up the signal, like the below 3 sensors, and then it's gonna turn this NOR gate off. In short, it's not gonna let the pump shoot out anything. So we have our basic system ready. Look, it's shooting now, right? If we have, let's say, if we have something here like a plant, let's plant something. How about we plant something, right? Let's go plant something by hand first, then I'm gonna plant it. Okay, so let's say we have this planted. Let's see how it works. Now there's a plant. It's not shooting. It's not activated. Now there's nothing, so it's trying to shoot out something, but it has nothing in the chest. Okay, so our system is working. Now we have to put the seeds inside the chest, and we have to make sure that it only shoots out the seeds, not the vegetables. And how do we do that? So in order to make sure it does what we want it to do, we have to understand how it decides what to shoot and what to not. So if we have okay, let's go there. I already have it set up there. So this is the main part of the video now that's starting. You can already see I have a farm built up here. Okay, so look, you can have anything in the chest, right? Anything. You can have different kind of seeds. You can have like different vegetables, even though I just have tomato here, but you can have anything. Now you attach a vacuum pump. So take a guess, what's it gonna shoot? Is it gonna shoot the seed first because there is soil underneath, or it's gonna shoot a vegetable? If I press the button, it shoots a vegetable. If it shot a seed, there would have been a plant down there, but there's no plant, so it's shooting vegetable. See, it's shooting vegetable. But from which block? The first block has 10, like the first slot have 10 tomatoes, and the end have 7 seed. So if we click, it didn't decrease, so it's shooting from somewhere in the middle, right? Can we control it? Let's change it. If I put the tomato first now, tomato seeds. Now what do you think, where it's gonna shoot from? Is it still gonna shoot tomato, or is it gonna shoot seed? So it has 11 tomato seed here. Let's click. It shot a seed. If we check the chest, it's still 11. So where is it shooting from? Focus on this block. Focus on this slot. It has 9 tomato seeds, okay? If we destroy the plant underneath, focus on this slot. It has 9 tomato seeds. If we shoot, check the chest. Now there's 8. So it's shot from this slot. But why not from this one? If we take this, put it on the first slot, and now focus on this slot. This time it's gonna shoot out from this slot. So what's happening? How is it deciding which one to shoot and which one not to? But if we have tomato up here, Doesn't matter how many seeds are there at the end blocks. Look, it's not gonna shoot any of them. It's gonna shoot out tomato because the first block decides what to shoot out. The first slot in the chest decides which type of item to shoot out. If we have a tomato up here, it's gonna search for tomato from the end. Like, is it a tomato? Is it a tomato? No, no, no. We found a tomato. It's gonna shoot from this slot. Look, it has 10. If we shoot, now it has 9. Now let's change the first slot to broccoli. Let's put broccoli. Now the vacuum pump gonna search for broccoli from the end. Is this broccoli? No. Is this broccoli? No. Is this broccoli? Yes, it is broccoli. It has 18. If we click, it shoots from this slot. So now we have the basic idea how it chooses what to shoot and what not to. So it's always gonna shoot the item that's on the first slot. As we have broccoli on the first slot, it shot broccoli out from the end. Doesn't matter what is in this chest, as long as there's an item on the first slot, it will try to shoot out only that item from the end. Now if we have tomato here, the first slot is tomato, we go from the end, we got tomato, it's gonna shoot out from this slot. So it's consistent. This is how it works. So if we implement the same idea to that farm, I build it differently here, but the idea is same. Like in that build, I like rotated the chest 90 degrees to reduce some pipes. So it's because you're gonna build it in survival, it's better to just save your resources. So let's just assume we have watered everything. Let's just turn this on. What do we have here? Okay, let's assume we have taken all the plants, like it have grown, and we have collected the plants. All right, let's just assume that. Now look what happens. See, it's shooting out, but it's just planting. It's not shooting out any vegetables. It's shooting out only plants. And when there are plants, the 3 sensors below detects the plants, so it doesn't shoot anymore. And if you look in the chest, oh, there's a problem. We have to fix that. Let's put a carrot here. Let's go to limited inventory and then fix this one. Okay. So when you're done building this, you have to make sure that each chest, in each chest, your whole chest is filled up. Let's say this chest, I want this chest to only collect tomato and tomato seeds. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fill up this whole chest with tomato and tomato seed. I want the first block to be tomato seed because this is what I want to shoot out. And just to be safe, I have a end slot filled with tomato seed as well. So the first and the end gonna be filled with tomato seeds, like 20 and 20. This can be one, just to be safe. You can have 20 and 20, and then you have to fill the rest of the slots with at least a single tomato. You cannot keep it empty like this. You cannot. The moment there's an empty slot, the system breaks. You have to keep it filled, every slots, with the item you want. Now what's gonna happen? The vacuum pump want to suck the items. It has range of 3 blocks. Like it can suck from here, it can suck from here. But this one is not tomato. It wants to suck this one, but when it checks the chest, there's no empty slot for a new item. It can only suck in the items that are already in. In this case, it can only suck in tomato seed and tomato. So what's gonna happen after each cycle, this one's gonna turn into 10, like it's gonna increase to maximum of 10. And then when you take out, let's say I want to take out some tomato, what I have to do, I have to take the slot and put one back in the slot. I have to do this for every single chest. If I want potato, the first slot have to be filled with potato seeds, the end slot have to be filled with potato seeds. There's one, it's a mistake. Oh, it's not a mistake because I've already planted, so it's not gonna shoot out any more potato seeds. It's the next thing it's gonna do is collect potato seeds. You have to fill the first one and the end one. Like same goes for every one of this. To fill the first one and the end one. Same goes for this. So what's gonna happen when it shoots down? It's only gonna shoot down the seed because the first slot is the seed. It's not gonna shoot down the vegetable. So now you have a system that only shoots down seeds and collect vegetables. And only the vegetable you want. In this case, I want this chest to have tomato, it's gonna collect tomato. This is why you can just stack them together like this, 4 of them, and it's never gonna collect any other vegetable other than tomato. Like you programmed it to collect what you want. Now if I go to my survival base, like survival world, you'll see how this is in work, like how it's working. I'm gonna go to my survival world real quick. So here you can see what's the physics at. Okay, so this is my the plant. This is the perfect time, this is the perfect time. Everything has grown. So if I turn on the switch, you'll see oh, they're not fully grown, I think. Yeah, they're not fully grown. If we wait, it should just collect everything and plant new ones. And let's check the chest. Look, same thing I explained before. Every chest, you're gonna do this. Every chest. Oh, it's the water system I had. I think you guys can build this water system. There's countless of videos online on YouTube. You can find it from there. So any moment now, it's gonna start to collect. I'll put the time in the comments if it takes long, so you can just go to the comments and click on the time. Okay, there you go. It's gonna start to collect. It's gonna start to collect. Hey, what's wrong with this? How did I change this? Oh no, don't tell me it emptied my whole thing. Any moment now. Okay, it's collected. Time to plant. What? What happened to this side? Oh, okay, I got it. I got it, what happened there. So this side will be empty for a while because of the thing that happened. Because this sensors are also detecting this plants, so it's not gonna plant this row anymore. But it didn't waste any vegetable. It didn't waste any vegetable. It's just not gonna plant. Okay. Look. It's collecting. And it should plant the new ones. So it's only plants when the whole row is empty. So it didn't plant here because it still have a plant here. It's done. After it collects this, it's gonna plant the whole row. It's because I didn't want to like craft more sensors. I just put this tree to work for the whole row, and it doesn't work on the way back, so it's when it goes forward it's gonna plant the empty places. Oh, I think it did. Okay, moment of truth. Again, it's planting only the seeds. We already have plants, so it's not gonna do anything. We have plants, it's not gonna shoot down anything. We have plants, it's not gonna shoot down. We don't have anything, it shoots down plant seeds. And same goes for this row. So it's a complete system. Now everything is filled except this one. This row gonna fill up when this whole thing is empty. It happened probably I restarted the game at the most like worst timing. I think it had the worst timing to have a plant there. Or maybe I just stood in front, something like that. Or maybe I somehow disconnected this one. The reason it didn't shoot because it's upside down. I should point it downwards. That's why I didn't plant this whole line. Okay, so this is how it works. And as you can see, it's just a single chest with a 180 turn. But you can use the way I showed previously to skip this long pipe. You can skip this straight pipe. You don't need this one if you just turn the chest 90 degrees. So thank you for watching. You all have a wonderful day and happy farming in scrap. Bye bye. I don't know how long is the video.